Griots. Griots are what?
It's Gabs.
I'm about to start. Yeah, we were having data issue. That's why they had to set. I'm just waiting for that queue and then we start. More people will join. I think we have enough to start soon. Thanks. Offer. With the offer. No, we can start. I can start.
I want to confirm if your internet, I want to confirm if it's on, if your live stream has started. It's not on my system. Where's the guy? No,
Abi.
no, just check your YouTube. Just check your group.
Um,
He said that you have shared the link.
I have the link. I just need to pick it up from the group.
Can't even see.
Doesn't look online. So you can start. Just wait.
Huh?
Name of the page.
Is Griots and Bards. GR Bards, not Bands. BARDS.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
But the mics are muted for now, right? I need to put this music off.
Yours is on now. Okay. What do I do? Do I off your mic now?
No, no, no. The music will go.
And you're ready to go.
I'm good to go.
Let me see that. So you're starting from that door, right? Victor, please track this man. Track this man. Victor, track this man.
YouTube, your life. Eh? RJ. No, I'll need it. Don't worry. My script is there. I have 2 documents. but mo wà efficient ìwọ gan attest sí Zuma gan sọ pé mo wà efficient Zuma mọ̀ náà erin lákàtàbó.
If you can get them to give you an extension to on this TV, I can put what you are saying on this TV.
Like this.
Yeah, okay. Let me off this.
This is the man that should get it. Guys, let's start now. Coming up, coming up. Ẹgbẹ́nu sọ̀hún. Victor, we are good. Okay. Anything. Anything. I have 60 years of rage buried in my 15 years of age. Time has become of no meaning, oblivious of moments I slaved for a bleak future, and imagine light at the end of a long winding tunnel. I could be a cost-forsaking privileged son of guns and looters, a funnel, a channel, the flannel. I cover secrets of sinister talks in walks with men of the moon. You shan't sleep easy. I've been pummeled, doomed for esteem. Every day I sink lower for every load that I reach as a sufferable human being. Forsaken, caught in the web of raping futures. I remain eternal in the banishment of victimhood. The young Nigerian. The young Nigerian. The digital thief. Self-proclaimed Robin Hood. Robin Good. Robin Evil. I'm primo like that. So guard your arts. Alongside the credit cards. Guard the ballot box. Protect the voting buttons because there's nothing you can't outguard the fox. Somebody tell E-Money I want money. Tell E-Money I want money, lots of it. Tell Mr. Politician that it's no big deal. I am ready to die. I'm notorious enough and I got the guts for it. Give the guns for it and watch me. Your children can remain at Harvard or Oxford. We can spill human or ox blood to run for it. We are well acquainted with death. It's the cost of breath for every cultist and ritualist. No dignity in labor except for obituaries. So when we mentally transform workplaces to charities, we litter these streets with our insecurities while blocking drainages with vanities. This is what we are made of. This is what you made us. This is what? Lagos. I am what you made me. You are the Pied Piper. So how dare you ask me, who am I? Don't you know the tunes that you play? Don't you know the tunes that you play? Don't you know the tunes that you play? So I look up in my horizon, where light once shone, remembering blood relations and families that are gone, good and evils that I've done, prophecies that haven't come to pass, so I blast like guns. My visions are like bullets into the future where a world is born, family bonds, once broken and sealed. I saw a youth try to go legal, but it's hard breaking up the old of these dirty deals, trying to keep it real, but still, it's hard being a man. And my girl left me for a Yahoo boy cruising a C-Class Benz. So, Pepe gas rest. Pepe gas rest. But until then, I no go relent. For pain paints words. The only ones letting ears to our cries are these walls. But the walls are junkies filled with cracks. Agberos attack, and they snatch your bag. See these politicians stashing our money is like rising stocks. Yes, rising stocks. Only the rich know it. So how dare you ask me, who am I? Don't you know the tunes that you play? Don't you know the tunes that you play? How dare you ask me, who am I? Maybe I should ask you, who are you? Who are you? Thank you, everybody. You're welcome to God. Gas me up, gas me up. You know, when you do those comedy shows on Netflix. Yeah, nice one, nice one. Yeah, welcome to Gab. Thanks for making it to everyone that is here. I know we try to do last Thursdays of every month. We say this is a space where you can kickstart your weekend subtly, can build up into your Friday, and then month end. By that time, you've collected your salary, and then you. Some have collected salaries by now because some companies pay between 20th and 24th, I think. So please, if you have collected salary, there's a menu. There's a menu from Rap Joint Restaurants. Please, they are our gracious hosts. Rap Joint is where hip hop meets music, meets culture, meets knowledge. So you see there's a library, there's a music store, and this space is traditionally the restaurant space that we're using for this gathering. And the whole essence is Gab is all about conversation and artistic expressions. It's an intimate settings like this. It's not designed to be 1,000 people, 100 people, small pockets of events. Our vision is that Gab can go from community to community around the nation and around the continent. So we can have gatherings like this, and we can have it live streamed. And why do we need it? We are trying to reenact the African Village Square. This is your family courtyard. This is that gathering where you can meet with like minds. You can network. It's like some type of meetup, but also we get to have conversation. You can, feel the pulse of the society, let out whatever you have on your mind, and also take in some arts. That is the essence of Gab. And our cultural partner is Rap Joint. And for that reason, Rap Joint is about culture as well. They're about food, they're about fashion, they're about music, they're about arts. So it makes them the very perfect partner for the essence of Gab, and that's why we are here. So we appreciate you, we appreciate your time being here, especially for those who are new. We have people who have been here, who have been riding with us for like 5 years. Dami, I see you. Makinde, I see you. We have people who have rocked with us over the years. Why? Because there's value here. There's essence here. It's all about community. And there are people who are still on the way. It happens. People close late and run into traffic sometimes. We've been here 8 years. Okay. So, how does GAP play out? There's usually a theme for the day that drives the conversations. We never let it out. You don't know what you meet at GAP. You don't know who is performing. You don't know who the special guest is. You don't know who are the artists. You don't know what the conversation will be about. You come, tabla rasa, clean slates, and then we explore and we connect every last Thursday of every month. So in lieu of that, having spoken about that, spend some of your salary to support this movement. First, let's keep the lights on. Ask for the menu, buy from the house, and it allows us to show up every month at this event. And also, a big thank you to Victor Modo and his team. A round of applause for them. They are media partners. We are able to live stream. We are able to do a whole lot more with them. And like I said, the vision is big. We've been on break. We just came back last month. and would continue to scale up, and the community would grow. So to get into the act, that piece that I did is basically this is a medley of different pieces that I have written, and because today is again the ambition, the objective today is to create, curate that space where we all can say what's on our mind, share what we're going through, how we are feeling. And I will just call out the theme of the day just now. And before I go into it, I'll be supported in facilitating this by my brother there, Abib. Are you mic'd? I like the energy today. Enough claps in the house.
I was I was starting to think I was off duty today.
No, you are not. So, one more thing to note, housekeeping. The bathroom is just down the road, the last room to your right, in case anyone needs to find some convenience. And then, for the sake of the live audience who are streaming in, we have this mic. Again, it's intimate, so we don't do a lot of sound. We speak to ourselves, but you have to speak into that mic for the sake of those who have joined virtually. So let's go into the conversation for today. And before I do that, I would like to ask, how are you feeling? Oga, order food. Not on my table. We are doing, Okay. All right. So the thing for today's conversation is, and please listen carefully. It's a little bit long, but we couldn't shorten it. So here it goes. What holds us together when everything else seems to tear us apart? What holds us together when everything seems to tear us apart? Now, I didn't see things fall apart. I can hear your gossip. What holds us together when everything else seems to tear us apart? What does that say to you? Any takers? What do you make of that? What holds us together when everything else seems to tear us apart? Just speak to it.
So 2 words: football and family.
Community.
Community. Anybody?
Man.
Man. I like that.
You should help him silence his phone so he doesn't disturb us.
I love that.
Let's go.
Okay, I'll say a common enemy.
A common enemy.
Like South Africa.
Like what?
South Africa.
South Africa. I like that.
Hope there is no South African person here.
Passion.
What?
Passion.
Passion.
Yeah.
For me, it's food though. Let me eat first. Every other thing, I'll sort it out after.
Interesting.
Anybody else? Sorry, we're actually missing one element of the culture because we didn't get to do the introduction, and there was no cocktail moment. I would say as soon as you grab the mic, just introduce yourself, your name, what you do, and then you can speak. Going forward. All right.
Good evening, everybody. Hi, good evening. Hi. My name is Daniel Ishaya. Hi, Daniel. Hi. I'm a legal practitioner. Okay, barrister. Yes, sir. No, you are free. Don't worry. So I think what holds us together, even when things are falling apart, is hope.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow. Oh. Welcome to the new people. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, introduce yourself and
Okay,
what
hello
you
people.
do.
My name is Mo. I'm an artist, a presenter, anything music related, entertainment. I think what holds us together is music. Like, have you seen people when the music is being played? It's crazy.
Nice. Round of applause for her, please.
For me, my name is Femi Morgan. I'm a culture consultant and publisher. Okay, I do so much, so apologies. So for me, I think that what holds us together is a viable economy. And when I say viable economy, I think that Nigerians have found a way to create an economy outside the economy of governments, you know. And because we are survivalists, we always find a concepts, look at Gab, look at atmosphere, look at what Pelu is doing, look at what everyone is doing, despite the social economic realities. The strain of the economy has a way of affecting our personal lives, but because we are Mavericks and subverts, we always find ways to double the hustle and get things done and hold family together and hold, and solve problems for others. So for me, what holds us together is that ability to create economy in chaos. Thank you.
Economy in chaos. But chaos could be an economy in itself. All right, thank you. Two things. I think there's a macro view to this, and there's a micro view. Macro from a collective, communal, continental, global, whatever view you want to take, and micro at family or familial, personal, and individual level as well. So maybe we should look at that statement. What holds us together when everything else seems to tear us apart? Feeling the pulse of our society today, does it really feel like everything else is trying to tear us apart? And how does that feel like? What does that feel like? Like, how are you experiencing the society currently? Do you really think we are being pulled apart? Or those things are pulling us together? So, just dissecting it like that.
And to help with an additional bit of context. So I think we've gotten to a point in the country at the moment where our sense of difference is what we actually prioritize over a lot of other things. So I like to say, as far as Nigeria is concerned, I like to say I've probably visited almost all the states in Nigeria. Clap now, clap now. What's up now? And it's very fun because you go to the north and you speak with your average northerner, and there's this sense of difference that they feel in and of themselves that makes them think, oh, I can never be like an Igbo person. Whereas in the entirety of his life, he has probably only met one or two Igbo people all of his life. But based on that, because there's just this sense of difference that they feel like I can't be the same with these people, they've created this sort of perception. And the fun thing is, if you go to the east as well and you meet the average Igbo person on the road, they also have the same sense of perception of difference of, I am definitely different to these people. I can't be them. So in this context is to look at how does community play a role, or how did we even get to this point in the first place where maybe it's us as individuals that have decided to tear ourselves apart and not or as a sense of, or it is the community itself that has put us in silos where we believe that, I have to be different, we have to be apart, or we have to be torn apart.
Okay. Just before we react to that, I think that sets the tone like it tries to do. I think to build it up steadily, because we'll go to the deep end straight with that. What are you feeling? I think that's the first question for me. How are you feeling when you put on your TV and you see the news? When you go on your social media and you see your feeds or your stories or your timeline? How does it feel for you? I think it would be nice to put words to those feelings, to describe it from an individual point of view. I would like to call you, but I think I want a lady first. Tola, am I seeing your hand? Coyote.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Nen. Okay, my name is Nen Kangun, but you can call me Nen with a little bit of plateau accent. So, okay, the question to how I'm feeling, right? I feel I'm feeling a lot of things. So it's like a cocktail of emotions that I can't even actually express. When you talk about how do I feel when I turn on social media, right? I had to delete Twitter because Nigeria was a lot. It was affecting, it was basically a lot. So in that regard, I'm feeling despair, I'm feeling frustrated, right? I recently went shopping and I called my mother and I was shouting on the phone.
Congratulations.
And
You were shouting?
I was shouting. I was just telling her, "Ma, I can't buy anything. Like, how did she raise me? Like me, I cannot buy anything. I'm now working, but me, I cannot buy anything. She come and help me." So there's that angle of it. But then there's also the angle of hope, right? The whole idea that you can come here and just be here. Like how I came here, it's like a lot of things had to fall in place in minute seconds, not even minutes, for me to be able to come here. And I think that is hope. I am 18 hours away from home by road, and I've found community in a place that I never thought I was going to get it, because honestly, Lagos is a lot. Lagos people are a lot. Where I come from, people don't actually go out to cheat people. But in Lagos, but but Lagos is a lot. I used to tell someone that okay, I'm a Christian, right? I identify as a Christian. I'm like Lagos.
Are you a Christian or you identify as a Christian? Let's know. It's not the same thing, no.
Okay,
I can be a man and identify as a woman.
She's not
okay,
done.
I'm a Christian and I identify as a Christian. And I used to say that Lagos will test all the fruits of the Holy Spirit in you, like all of them, your hope, your perseverance, your endurance, and whatever. So I will still say that how I'm feeling now is a cocktail of different emotions that I actually cannot name. I can only name the ingredients. And that's just it.
Thank you, Andy. Any other taker? Okay, Mo.
Yeah, my name is Mo again. And to be candid with you, when I go through social media and happenings all around, what get me so mad is the fact that the young generations to come, they're not getting the right upbringing like we did. I'm talking from, let's say, the 1980s to the 1990s. When you meet with them now, all they want to do is get money as early as 15. And so they don't have that moral values. And when you talk to a number of them, you get frustrated, like, how is your generation going to be? Do you understand? And it saddens because you begin to feel like, how is Nigeria going to be like in, let's say, 20 years to come? Because these people are supposed to be our leaders. And unfortunately, we have a lot of them wanting to be Yahoo boys. And the girls are beginning to say, yes, I want to date a Yahoo boy. And I'm not sure I want to date a banker. I'm not sure. So they don't believe in hard work anymore. They believe in going through the fast route and getting money whichever ways they can. And so I miss those days of us being scared about what my parents say. Like I can't go out at certain times. I can't even go to the next door neighbor's house. I can't go out with a guy at 18. You must not go anywhere. You know, that moral values are not there anymore. And it's going to be a dent on the society in years to come. And it's scary, honestly. And no respect anymore. Everybody are just going crazy.
Thank you, Mo. Now I can get to the guys. We've had two ladies. Mr. Morgan, are you still up? The question is, just for the guys that just arrived, the theme of today's conversation is what holds us together when everything else seems to tear us apart. And we're doing a pulse check in terms of our environment, our communities, our society, how people are feeling Do you think we are being held together or we are being torn apart and people are speaking their mind on how they're experiencing society right now?
I'm curious about certain concepts. I remember at the Lagos Book and Arts Festival, my big brother here, Pelu Awofeso, who is a travel writer, spoke about hope. And the book that he was exploring said that there are several spectrums of reality. Where I live is very far from here, and I realized that they see me as a big boy where I live. But the kinds of people that I move with, likes of, they know their sex. I seem to be probably the least of the marshals, you know. Wait. You know, so you could be in spaces where you are the helper, or you are the one who is the benefactor. And you could also be in spaces where you are the one sending emails to your friends in the UK saying, Jumoke Verissimo, I'm doing atmosphere, send me money, equal, send me money, you know. So I think that I'm coming to a conclusion that we are all strategic beggars in Nigeria. And it's only about the spectrum of the begging. So move around, someone is saying, Egbon, Edakun, Egbon, Edakun, Babalaye, Edakun. But in your own sphere, you are also reaching out to folks to say, I need this, help me with this, help me with this, help me with this. So I think that we are all becoming strategic solicitors. And Tinubu is not helping it.
So is it hope with despair or is pure despair for you? I'm trying to help you bring it home.
I think that there will always be hope. There will always be hope, no matter how crazy the economy is.
But you have to close your eyes to say that. There will always be hope.
No matter how crazy the economy is, I also think that when you are at the brink of your own strategies, the universe has a way of giving you victory. Yeah. When you're at the brink, and I've been there, so I know what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. No disrespect to everybody who's spoken. Let's keep it snap and short. First, we started late, and we can have more people speaking. You know what? No, the live stream needs it, so people online can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Oluwa Kayode, and I'm a licensed corporate flight attendant, strictly basic private jets. That's what I do.
I want to be your friend, though.
Anyways, for me, what I feel is there are a lot of feelings that can't be explained, actually. At this point, you're feeling happy. Maybe there's some news you heard and it makes you happy. But most of the time, I'm sad, I'm frustrated. Like Mo said, so many things put together. The respect that is lost, the way the younger ones want to make money instantly. I try not to concern myself with some things, actually. But the one that really beats me is fuel is now expensive, very expensive. And then we still struggle to get it. I mean, Nigerians we're kind of people that we adjust easily to things. So I'm feeling if fuel is expensive and we've been able to adjust to that, then it should be available to us. It's not that we have to struggle to get it again. Imagine a lady, you get to the pump station, you have to run from pillar to post to get fuel in your car or in your keg, whatever it is. I was coming this evening, I called Akinyele and I told him, I'm stuck in traffic. The Apapa trailer again has started. And that is disheartening. So there are so many things that will just give you reasons to be frustrated or sad. But like Femi rightly said, at some point in time, there is still hope, whether we want to believe that or not. For me, I'm very optimistic that there is still hope at the end of the tunnel. That's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, TJ, introduce yourself.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is TJ. I'm a 3D animator, web developer, rapper, graphic designer. So I'm like a mixture of arts and tech, arts and tech. Yeah. Um, the question he asked was, how do we feel when we turn on the news? Can I be honest with you?
Yes,
I
tell me.
don't turn on the news.
God bless you.
Like, I've, yeah, I
Social
think
media?
yeah, it's like I know what I'm gonna get. It's like I avoid it at all means because wake up in the morning, turn on the news, your mood get. Oh yeah, sorry. Wake up in the morning, turn on the news, your mood gets ruined for the whole day. So now I've switched that circle. But I mentioned passion as one of the things that holds us together in a world, and that's why we're here. And passion builds community. So yeah, thank you very much.
Just to keep it going, there's a connection, if you can sense it already. There's the backdrop of the world that we knew, and there's the world that we are seeing. Right. But then, if you are staying away from the news, you're staying away from the media, you are trying your best to curate your social media, do you then think that those things we spoke about at the beginning that puts us together, do you think that they are threatening passion, community, man, family, whatever it is that people have mentioned? Do you think that with you trying not to engage the society for what it is now, what really brings us together is getting threatened? In what ways? It should be interesting to hear.
My name is Ibrahim. I'm an engineer, energy enthusiast. So I think what I would really want to speak to as regards what you raised is the fact that institutions have broken down at all levels. At all levels. So when I mean institutions have broken down, I mean right from the family structure, as minute as I think that is, to the government structure, to the individuals as well. So from the breakdown of the family institutions, you have parents giving birth to kids that they can't take care of. You have broken homes that parents don't even look after or look into what the kids are doing or how the kids are being raised. And those kids go on to become something else. In the north, we've got people just giving birth at willy-nilly without even knowing how to take care of them. And then you go to the government side. Literally no institution works on the government side. Literally none. So you look at the judiciary, you look at everything. So there's been this huge base of distrust across all spectrum, right from the family setting, there's huge distrust. Up until the government, there's this, you hear that someone gets arrested today by the FCC, the average Nigerian just thinks nothing's going to happen. Because we've seen it happen time and time again.
We are not even sure.
So you're not exactly. So it's the fact that we need to have a look into institutions at all levels: education, agriculture, judiciary, family, health, everything. Those institutions need to be reviewed, recalibrated, and then we'll know how to move forward.
Those institutions need to be reviewed, recalibrated, and then we can move forward. Question is how? It's very easy to say.
I'm a realist, right? I'm a realist. I wouldn't lie to you. I can't see it. I can't see it. If we are being true to ourselves. My beard is not connecting. My beard is not connecting. My beard is not connecting. So yes. Eh? No, I know what I say every morning. So what I'm just saying is, and I'm not trying to be pessimistic, right? But Yoruba people will say, Saturday don't matter, at Sunday, at Friday, last mama, right? Mm-hmm. Look, if we are on that trajectory, we will know we are not there. Individually, we can search our minds. Nobody really wants to follow due process. Nobody, look, if Nigeria start working today, we will all be mad. People will revolt. You will see riots. That's the truth. That's just the truth. So me, Ibrahim Abdurrashid, I can't see it. I'm sorry. You guys might be a bit optimistic than I am, but the Nigerian dream is to get your kids and your family out of Nigeria.
Word.
Yeah, and again, I want to bring it home. Summary is you're saying, because I asked you how, and your response in summary is Japa, Japa, Japa.
You might sound a bit coward. Sorry, I'm not ready to. You are not ready. I'm not ready to.
But then maybe one question, Dio, I'm coming, please. It seems to be the strongest voice for maybe the strongest pessimistic voice so far. Does anybody feel this strong? I want to see your hand. Victor. Okay, let me take Dio, then I'll take you next. You introduce yourself, tell us what you do, and speak.
My name is Dedayo. I'm a musician and also a filmmaker. So, listening to him and for my recent experience, and the question you asked was about if our passion is being threatened by the situation. And honestly, the problem I have is the people I'm living with.
I love that.
Honestly, I'm living with crazy people. That's the problem. Just like what he said, if Nigeria starts working today, there will be riots. Because a lot of us are used to this craziness that is happening, and that's the norm. I find it very interesting that a lot of people travel out, and there are different people outside. But once they set their foot in this country, they go back to, I don't know. I feel like maybe there's something on this soil that makes us mad, you know. So and I'm going to say this in the film industry, with the advent of YouTube, a lot of people are making movies and putting it on YouTube, and a lot of us are just watching and we're complaining. I don't know if a lot of us see that the quality of these movies are shit. A lot of them, except for the likes of like Amoli Oboli, that are even trying for the level of their production and the kind of stories that they tell. But when you watch some of these YouTube contents, you want to go mad, like, you know. So, and as a movie director, I'm being approached by producers who says I'm looking for a fast director, and a fast director that will direct a complete feature-length movie of 1 hour 30 minutes in 3 days. It's crazy. So last week I had a conversation with a YouTube platform that I was working with, where the producer dropped me as a director and decided to go somebody else. And he said, what he told me was that, you are good. You are good at what you do, but you need someone that has money and enough time for you to be able to do what you want to do. So now I'm shooting, I don't have extra days, because now we're shooting the movies in 4 days, which the least of what we do in Nollywood is supposed to be 5 days. But now they are cutting it to 3 days and 4 days. So, and we still try to make these things happen in 4 days, but now they prefer to work with the fast directors that will give them those kind of content that they want, because they just want to make money. You know, so the situation that is surrounding the country right now, and the people I am living with, they are not making it easy. So I'm with you, sir. If you can, you know, escape. One of the things I told myself is, this Tinubu wins, I'll leave this country. But I don't know what I'll say here.
We are still here. Okay. All right. Thank you, Dedayo. Victor?
Hi, my name is Victor Modo, marketing consultant, productions. So the first question was, how do you see the news and when you turn it on? And to me, people see despair, people see a lot of stuff. To me, at this moment, I see comic relief. Now, I said that because it has gotten to the point in my life where I've seen a lot of news out of Nigeria that really makes no sense to anybody apart from the person in Nigeria, right? That's saying that they explain Nigeria to you and you get it. They didn't explain it well. Yeah. So I see a lot happen. I see the content, I see the news, and I've gotten to a point where you go need to tell me, say, something really, 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 like times 10 bad for it to pinch me. Because we see magic happen in Nigeria that happens nowhere else. That's the point. So when he was saying something about He doesn't believe Nigeria will work in this lifetime, and people are going to run mad and riot if it works. Quite frankly, we have gotten so used to the misnomer, to what this Nigeria is, right? So as much as it's not ideal, right, we are living in it. If we want to make a change to it, right, let us all just be ready, no offense, to kill all of ourselves and just exit the stage. If not, now here we do.
Thank you.
Said just one thing before we started this stuff.
Who's
He
the
said,
in? Biola.
Yes, Biola. Sorry about that, Biola. So we it's just one line, and that line was that, Rez, do you know that, and everyone, do you know that we've gotten so desensitized about kidnappings and killings that we actually don't see it as news anymore? Like, it's that bad. Like, you see an headline about maybe 20 people being kidnapped, and we just scroll through like nothing happened.
Sorry, one house.
That's how bad it has gotten. That's what I wanted to point out. But what is it?
Okay, so You need a mic for the live stream, guys. Yes.
Hi, good evening. My name is Abiola Loba. I'll just skip the part about what I do because I've done quite a bit, so I don't want to.
It's important.
So I get stuff done. So I've done. So currently I run a sports channel, but in my previous lives, I've been an actor, playwright. I've been a brand person. I've been a TV producer. I've been in sponsorship. I've done marketing. I've done telecoms. I've done technology. I have lived Nigeria.
Be comfortable.
Well, quite a few. So, but these are my set of thoughts. Why are you here? You're here because you actually deep down inside of you love Nigeria. No. You are here at the village square because you love Nigeria.
They have not given me visa anyway.
You can lie to yourself or you care. You are here because you love Nigeria. You are here. You have a choice. You can jump up. It's not the Stockholm syndrome. So let me, for the benefit of maybe those of us that think that our problems are solely internal, we tend to forget the role of geopolitics. We are here today because countries in the West intervened in our democracy and left us with military dictatorships that have permeated us to the point where even in our writing, Super Eagles storm Akwa Ibom. Why are you storming? It's your home stadium. My friend from the Punch is here. It's your home stadium. You are there to play a match. Why are you storming? No, hold on. President releases funds. Were the funds in prison? No, so the point is, without realizing, we've been socialized and militarized. And that is because chaos is profitable to the West.
Hallelujah.
Preach.
There's an influencer who I'll not mention his name. He spent weeks insulting Nigerian universities till we found out he was paid £50,000 to promote test of English as a foreign language exams. Nigeria is bad, but the degree you get here, you take it abroad, you do some courses, you get a job. This is the only country where you pay 500k to become a medical doctor. But then you say the country is bad. So I'm asking ourselves, I'm asking us to ask ourselves, really, are we that bad as a people? Or we've been socialized? No, there will always be bad people. I'm not likely to get shot in ShopRite because somebody didn't get his conflicts. My nieces are not going to come home and tell me they want to be boys. And if they do, they can be. No, if they do, you will slap it out of them. You know, and no domestic agent is going to come after you. But this is the bigger picture. Everyone here is here because we love Nigeria, whether we want to admit it or not. But everyone here is important in changing the narrative. Because she said something, forgive me, she's 18 hours away from home. So I held her. But she's
from Plateau.
She's from Plateau. She said, people in Lagos are wired to try and, which means where she's coming from, they are not wired like that. So if there are pockets of spaces where people are not wired to think that they can outsmart you, then the country is not as bad as you think. Ultimately, what I'm hoping is that we remember that hate and bigotry is actually taught. It's not inherited. What are we teaching people? What are we letting go away because we want to be socially correct? And most importantly, we shouldn't, in an attempt to give the people we love the things that we didn't have, forget to give them the things that we did get. So she said, yeah, you're being afraid of your parents, you have time schedules, you can't get home late, you have to behave yourself. You know, but we say Nigeria is bad, you are an MD, you fly to London on business class, but you are owing your worker salary. Is that really a Nigerian thing or a personal thing? So how many of us as individuals are actually doing the right thing in our small spaces before we project? But lastly, have it at the back of your mind that there are powers that do not wish for this country to be cohesive and successful. Because the minute you are, they lose out. The Second World War fed America's industrial complex. It fed all their industries. Nazis built NASA. The Ukrainian war is feeding the West as we speak. The visa schemes for the Ukrainian refugees are for doctors, lawyers, astrophysics, is not for cleaners or drivers. How come Canada is only taking people that have 30 million naira proof of funds? Now they've taken their fill. They said they are cutting down. So if they keep us distracted, they keep us fighting amongst each other, they keep us selling one another despair, they feed their own economies at our expense. Thank you.
Thank you for that contribution. Just a second. Mr. Aloba. Why am I putting Mr.? Thank you very much. And you did a lot of work because I was going to see how we could steer the conversation to sort of touch upon these topics. Because if you look at the theme, it says, just a second, what holds us together when everything else seems to tear us apart? So there are two parts to it. And we all at some point started to talk about the things that tear us apart, the things we are not happy about. And yes, I did ask, what are your frustrations? How are you feeling right now? What do you feel when you look at the media? But it's very easy to focus on those things, right? But then, the way we also started this conversation, we spoke about what does the things that hold us together, what does it mean? And people said different things, right? I think we'll come back and expand on that. But first, let's have some performance right now. to just have that interlude, and I'm just going to call. Just give me a moment. All right, CJ, do you care to share something with us on stage? Yes, you can. All right, a round of applause for CJ while he puts on his shoes. But you don't really have to. You can just be. You want to. Okay.
The magic guy. With the magic guy.
All right, while we wait for him, let me remind for our first timers, Gab is that village square, is that gathering, is an intimate session exactly as you have it. 40, maximum 60 people in the room, bonding, networking, sharing and discussing different things on a monthly basis. Here we formed relationships. Here you get to form relationship, you get to meet people, but more importantly, it's also an outlet that you meet where you can gather and connect with people every month. And our cultural partner who's supporting us is Rap Joints. Continue to patronize the kitchen and the bar while we have fun. TJ, you ready for us? All right, over to you. Acapella, right? Yeah. But please, keep the mic.
Okay. Okay, so good evening again, everybody. My name is TJ, and the style I'm going to be performing is rap-ish poetry. It's spoken words, but it's rap, so I'm breaking it down into. And the title of my piece is Listen, yeah, because a lot of us need to be listened to, and there's so much people say. I mean, there's so much people don't say that we should listen to. Yeah. All right. I walked into my room one day and saw an envelope. The window was locked. I guess he slipped it through the door. Flipped it open. Inside was a letter. It was from my friend. We flocked the same feather. What he wrote made me stop for a minute. Raw emotions, nothing close to gimmicks. He needed somewhere to vent out all his feelings. I wrote to you because you're the only one that listens. I wrote to you because you don't take my feelings for a joke. I'm drowning and I don't see reasons to stay afloat. He said, T, if you're reading this, it's too late. I don't know if it's destiny or I got caught up with fate. I have a couple of siblings who couldn't relate. And every time I vent, they turn it to a debate. I told daddy I'm hurting. He said, Eze, man up. Then he picked a wine and asked me to pass him a cup. Pure ignorance to the way I felt. All that mattered was his ego. He cared less about my health. Since he lost his job, he's been a shadow of himself. He buried his emotion, hung his feelings up the shelf. I know you're wondering why I wrote this letter to you, but your kindness helped me get through a day I was feeling blue. The thing about kindness is we'll never have a clue how much it means to others, the tiny things we do. The thing not really big, but it meant a lot to me. Everybody else, they treat me like zombie. I've cried, I've bled, I swear I've done it all. My only chance at peace now, if I end up all. So I beg TJ, read this at my funeral. Account them for their actions, even the subliminal. So I beg TJ, read this at my funeral. Account them for their actions, even the subliminal. At that moment, I couldn't finish the letter. So much tears in my eyes that I could barely see. My legs became weak, I had to fall to my knees, screaming to the Lord, save Eze, please. I had to pick myself up, started running to his house. Stumbling and falling, now I couldn't give up now. Maybe there's a chance to save him, maybe there's not. So I kept running till I reached his parking lot. Banging on the door, and what I saw was Eze on the floor, stiff to the core. His blood was still warm, it was bleeding out his wrist. The cut was so deep it almost took off his fist. Eze died, and there's an Eze in all of us. Reminded me of my friend who got killed on the block. Who am I to blame, society or him? I wrote this piece for everyone who has an Eze within. Thank you very much.
I think we can make the round of applause a bit loud. Thank you so much for the performance, TJ. And truly, I think every single one of us, we have an Eze inside of us. To keep the performance going back to back to back, can we have are you ready to come up? Don't worry, I can wait. I'm a gentleman. All right, a round of applause for Mo as she comes up. That's fine. Do you need tissue? Please give me tissue. Our celebrity in this one. Nobody's answering me. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, take. Thank you.
Thank you.
A round of applause for Mo as she gets ready.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. Hello, everybody. Okay, so the title of this song is "Just Leaving," and I wrote this piece when I was at that dark mode of my life. I had this terrible depression. So yeah, I wrote it. So here's what you're gonna do for me. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So when I say I'm just living through life, I want you to say la. No, yeah, we can do it. We can do it. La. It's easy. La. Yeah. Okay. So it's not gonna be too serious. So it goes like, have been on my own for so long. No. Come on. People keep asking me what do I want. I don't really know what I want. I just feel unhappy. And I don't know what is wrong with me. And I don't know how to talk about it. And I don't know what's going through my mind. But I know when I see every day, I'm just living true life. I'm just living true life. I'm just living true life. Yeah. So, my parents got worried. You know, they took me to a therapist. The therapist said it was depression, but I know it's bigger than that. Oh, sometimes I feel like dying. Sometimes I feel like running. Sometimes I feel like flying away. But I know when I see every day, I'm just living true life. I'm just living true life. I'm just living true life. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mo. I think would take one more performance, and then we get back into the conversation. So we're going to have a different type of performance now. You know, like every now and then we like to surprise people at Gab. You know, you always know that, oh, you know, there will be music performance, there will be poetry performance. Hey. So not because we do not have the surprise, but because we are a little bit low on time. And the truth is, they locked our magician, his tools inside the house, and he does not have magic to get inside. So we're just going to get on with the conversation. And back to the theme of that theme is so long, I have to look at it to remember it. So going back to the conversation, what holds us together when everything else seems to tear us apart? And I think we've explored this from a personal perspective of how do you generally feel about things? How do you approach things? And I think we left off at the point where we're exploring how we address the certain scenarios that we see in our realities today, and if that in itself is an inhibition to the kind of community we want to build. Because if we're not engaging with the reality we are in today, how then do we try to build that community, that togetherness that makes us one?
All right. Thank you, Habib. Just building up on that. Again, the point from where we started, we had, everybody spoke to what are those things that hold us together. Now, my question to the house is, based on the conversation that we have had so far, there is the despair. We are falling apart. We are being pulled apart. There is polarization. There is personal struggle. But there's also the acknowledgement from the beginning, where we also acknowledge that we do have values. We do have systems that in the past held us together. Now, the question is, what's really, where do we see the silver line in being able to hold it together? I hope you're with me. Where do we see the silver lining in the past to holding it together? For example, all of us will never be able to jackpot, no matter how much. We will not be able to. Not everybody will be brave enough to take their escapism to drugs, to some habits, some people, or to even numb it all out. Because we are human, we are naturally inclined to find solution. At least one person will continue that. And from the individual to the collective, where exactly and how do we see these things coming together? Any takers?
Right.
Yeah.
I think humans are just getting sadder. Is that a word? Okay, thank you. You going over there. So humans are just generally getting sadder. I think a lot of it is. So I was saying something before, so maybe I should say the two things and just.
All right.
Pardon my incoherence. So I think oneness is a myth. I was saying that
oneness is a myth.
It's a myth. Yeah. So
Interesting.
Yeah, there is no such thing, right? Because there are no ideals, values, the things that.
Okay.
So I'm trying to say that some of the things we're expressing here have they are local elements, but they are also global elements. So I'm trying to talk about the two things basically at the same time. Okay, so oneness is a myth. Doesn't exist. There are no threads that bind us because there are those things that we describe as the elements for oneness come from the birthing of the nation or the process of birthing it, or they come from major crises that the nation goes through and then become like the rallying point. Yes, we've had those things, but we haven't used them that way. So basically, we don't have those common. And so that's aside. But on the other hand, I think that there are universal challenges that I see globally. Humans generally think that they are not doing better now than they used to, even when the facts do not support it. Sorry,
sorry, I know that things are more expensive, but I'm talking about how we just generally feel that the trajectory of our lives are generally worse. But they probably are not.
So you're saying the past is not necessarily better.
The past is surely not better. There are no. So let me explain. And I like to. So, the quality of our lives of all of our lives, I dare say, is better now than it used to be. But because I think a lot of this has to do with certain things like equalization of knowledge. Again, what did I just say? Well, it has to do with the fact that people know about other people easily. You have information about the rest of the world at your fingertips. And therefore, you're not comparing yourself with your yesterday. You're comparing yourself with the guy on Instagram. So a lot of us are caught up in that, in that, yeah. And I think, just sticking out your neck from the world and just living in your own world, you can probably appreciate your life a lot better than. It's why I think one of the best things you can do to yourself in this time and age is have your healthy social media breaks and just stay away, because you're getting a lot of information you don't need. By the way, we think we need. There's a lot of information overload, but it's not helping you, right? And just have, if you can, in fact, stay away totally from some of those tools. They're not really very helpful.
but today, interestingly, it's Tunde as well. Yeah. Today or not, or today. So where is the silver lining? Because what you said, you basically validated the thing to say what holds us together when everything else tears us apart. So the world is going this way. You are saying, okay, as an individual, you can hold yourself together this way. But from a collective, from that perspective, you also challenge oneness. So where is that silver lining? Where is that where is the hope, really? What are those things that we can explore? And just before you respond, and again, hopefully everybody else gets to respond. If you check now, we are. I think it's also arguable to say we are separated more than ever. I'm speaking for Nigeria, and that's I'm saying it's arguable, but then the media projects it, right? It amplifies it. So for those where we are saying we have these values, we have this oneness, da 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 da.
Never. It's all
this
in
is,
your head.
This is what I'm struggling with.
It's all in your head.
Things never change.
Never. They never did.
I do think things were not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Things are not perfect. But in that gray area, changes are happening. The in-between.
Okay, my thinking about this. And again, I blame social media a lot for this. I do. Because these algorithms have messed with our minds. Their job is to amplify the things that get more, that trigger you, that get more attention, more eyeballs, like they call it. That's the job of the algorithm. Yes, that's the job of the algorithm. So therefore, what does it do? It focuses your attention on the things that, the outrage, the noise, the bad stuff. Yes. Right? So, for instance, I hear people say that this
this is
Village Square.
This is
Village Square. Village Square. Village Square.
This is inside the house in Ule.
My throat. My point, Debola, is that we have a world where people's senses have become heightened. Heightened, not normal. Heightened. So you sense everything a bit faster, a bit quicker. You are in everybody else's business. So it's crazy how people still stay sane. Most of us should be mad.
All of us are already mad.
So,
Oh, really?
what's that? Another matter. Another go else. but well, there's a lot of what's that thing? You artists, you people
You
that
know
are,
many things as well. So which part of me are you
this
speaking
much
to?
ado about nothing. I be working man for you.
Huh?
There's a lot of stuff about nothing that we just need to literally
Much
ado
ado
about nothing.
about nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just need to just chill. Can we all just if what will help you chill is do the thing that just
But then, I'm seeing. Okay, you. Who else? You. But my reality says that when I wake up, I'm frustrated.
You're frustrated because you choose. Because you allowed yourself to be inundated with sensations from around you that tell you you are frustrated. Oh, come on. That's what I'm saying here.
And I hear you. There's also beyond what I take from external, what I also process from internal. It's linked, right? There's also the space of interpersonal relationships. What is the impact of that? Brotherhood, parent-child, lovers. We spoke about man earlier on. What brings us together versus what? I'm just expanding the conversation at this point in time. Mohammed.
Hello,
We'll come to
everyone.
that.
My name is Mohammed, and
Bro.
I'm a startup founder. And so, just to add to the conversation, I have some questions, and the question is: Nigeria as a whole, I have two problems with two agencies in Nigeria, because when I look at their work or what they are supposed to do, they contradict each other, and we are not supposed to have them in Nigeria. The National Orientation Agency and the Federal Character Commission. If you take a look at these two agencies, you will find out that we created two agencies that are at loggerhead. If you take a look at National Orientation Agency, they are supposed to unite us. They are supposed to create programs, and then we now have the Federal Character Commission that say, you know what, let's divide everything. Let's do a quota sharing. It's not, we don't want somebody that has sense again. We just want somebody from the north or somebody from the east or somebody. I think that's a major problem that we need to address as a country. Do we want to be united, or do we want Nnamdi from Oka to be there and Chidinma? I think I just want us to have that understanding and be able to dissect that either collectively or individually. Now, what is the Nigerian dream? That's the big question in all of this. What's the Nigerian dream? Does Nigeria have a dream? Well, it's part of it. Now, okay, so if we look at it from, from American perspective, right? There is an American dream. And the American dream is Lowo, Lola, Lalafia. Do you get? Now, if we take it back home, that was the Nigerian dream, I don't think we can actually be able to answer that question in word and say, this is the Nigerian dream. Okay, you can help us, please. Okay, so now, we are talking about the negatives. Now, if you are looking at the Nigerian dream, we need to start answering this question in positives, in the light of what are the good things that we would, there is an argument that, our lives used to be better. Now, it's not the case. So what are the things that were good back then that are no longer in existence? So how can we, bring those good things back to now? So that's just...
Thank you very much, Mohammed. That last question is what I'm asking. But it seems people are so pessimistic, they still want to talk about what is not working. What are those things that we add, that we can bring back? And I think today offered some point in terms of what you can do in your personal space, controlling information. But the world is the world. And we are made of energies, we are made of emotions, we are made of experiences. No matter what counts is good, you react differently. When your bank account is struggling, you react differently. And when your bank account is nil, you react totally differently. Right. So again, where is that pathway? What do we see? Because at the end of the day, I've said it here and I'll say it again. All of us cannot jackpot. All of us, if you take it back to the personal space, which I think we haven't even explored enough of, also the same, what is tearing us apart in our personal relationship? You spoke about always being on the defensive so as not to be cheated. And that's been an experience.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So my name is Magic Ruiz. I'm an entrepreneur and a pioneer, an art pioneer. So
I'm sorry, you are a magician.
Yes.
Please, we know you.
Okay.
Let them know you.
Okay, thank you so much for the compliments. Yeah, I am the magician, and I just want to like throw a question to my brother because earlier today I was at a conference with the former vice president, I and Makinde. So he made the same statement you mentioned about we like Nigerians, we don't know like what we are fighting for. So he made reference to South Africa. That if you had to ask a common South Africa that what are you fighting for? Like they can actually say like, okay, this is this is what we stand for. Yes, what's our dream? Now I'm trying to
Somebody said Jaffa earlier on, and I think it's part of the dream.
Mike, please.
But
Live
dream,
audience so they can hear.
The question is this: is that dream universal? Because if we say something is a national, is a Nigerian dream. If you put it that way, it means that everyone can aspire to it. Everyone can attain, or even not attain, but be able to chase it, sort of. Now, if you look at the American context, it is easier for you to make money in America, whether you are a cleaner or you are a C executive or
that's subjective.
To some certain level, it's subjective, but in general context, we have to. Okay, I want to believe that it's easier to make money in America than in Nigeria. Now, whether it's subjective or not, that's a conversation for another time. Now, the American dream is to have money, right? Now, the Nigerian dream of Japa, is it attainable by everybody? No. Now, what is that dream that we will now say that, okay, is the Nigerian dream and it's attainable by everybody? Now, he said something about all of us being corporate beggars or solicitors. I want to believe that if I am to rephrase that statement, it is not solicitors or beggars. It is us seeking. We all need help. Yes, let me put it that way. Everybody needs help, whether you are a cleaner or everybody needs help. And in terms of help, what differentiates between us in Nigeria and those in America is opportunity. So instead of me trying to give you 1 million to help your life, I can create opportunities that will help you attain that 1 million. So it will not be framed as me helping you, but as an opportunity instead. So that's the difference between the American context and the Nigerian context. It is opportunity versus help. I hope I'm making sense. So that's the major difference. In America, it is called opportunity. In Nigeria, it is called help, begging, soliciting. So we need to rephrase that word from me trying to help you than me trying to create an opportunity for you to be well, for you to be well to do in such a way.
Thank you. I'll come back to you. I'll pass the mic around. We do one more round and then we take more performances, right? We still have about 3 or 4 people here to perform and we are running out of time. But Gab is always like that. If you allow us, we'll be here till 11. But again, it's the village square. But what I want us to remember is there's a question in the theme of today that we have not answered. What are those things that pull us apart even when we are being, and that put us together when we are being pulled apart? So we are ranting. Gab is an outlet, is that platform, but we will not do justice to this gathering and the brain trust that we have here if we don't leave. Someone who feels is hopeless, at least let him be able to have a compass to, even if I want to consider hope, what would it mean? Let's be able to say this is what the Nigerian dream truly is, or what the nearest, closest substitute. Because at the end of the day, we all can live, and we won't have an implosion. We'll continue to survive, and we'll continue to adjust to realities. But what reality? What experience? How do we improve those experiences? I'm saying this just to prod your mind, to get you to think a little bit more, and then maybe when we're back from the performances, we can then hear your thoughts. Well, I know there are reactions before we even take the performance. Femi, Ibrahim, okay, then we'll not leave here today. Can we do it this way? When we come back from the performance, I'll just take 2 people now. Pardon me. When we come back from the performance, what you want to say now, all that thought plus what you would add as part of the closing statement. So, okay. Ibrahim, I think he came before you, so I will suspend you. So, both of them. Femi.
So, I want to focus on the solutions. There is no Nigerian dream.
After performance, let's get to that.
After performance?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, go. Just go.
There's no Nigerian dream because there is really not a nation. So we need to go back to brass tacks.
To what?
We need to go back to brass tacks. And what I mean by
Please,
that,
I've never heard that. Shall I explain?
we need to go back to the fundamentals.
Brass tags.
Brass tacks. Brass tacks.
Brass.
STACK.
I've not heard that phrase.
So we need to go back to the fundamentals. Take out the I am Igbo, I am Yoruba, I am Hausa. Take that out and handle someone like a human being and ask yourself the question, I want to take this action. Will it be equitable? Will I be able to take if it was reversed? You know, those are for me the fundamentals that we should begin to apply. First thing. Second is that we should be willing to seek for help no matter what it is. And we should be willing to receive rejections and also approvals, either socially, whether it's a girl, whether it's a boy, whether it's money, whether it's, because it is until you ask that it shall be given unto you anyway, so you have to. And then you also have to develop yourself to a point where you are not shaken by any of, emotionally, physically, mentally, develop yourself to the point where you are your own person, irrespective of the space that you find yourself. Those are personal. On a national level, I want to say that the nation is made of people, and the attitudes of the politician is an outgrowth of how the people also react to the politician in all of that. And so if we want to correct the politics, we have to still go back to the fundamentals of our values and begin to rejig our values from primary school, from nursery school, from secondary school. In fact, this our gathering is more or less like helping to reform the when you say the fish ẹja kíká. Ẹja gbígbẹ. Okay, so the guys here are ẹja gbígbẹ. We need to, but we are still the okay set of society. So we need to begin to mentor younger ones, not to make the mistakes we've made, and to instill values that make sense. Else we are going to have an outburst of corporate hooligans. Thank you.
I have a question from what you said to everybody. It's an open question. You can react to it in your statements or not. Are you a model of the citizen of the society that you desire? Ask yourself individually. Take ownership. Accountability. Sir, let's have one else.
Okay, so you already said much of what I want to say. Felt like it was actually reading my mind, but I really commend him for that. And I wanted to like throw a question to him, like in what sentence? Because where we are coming from, the conference I mentioned earlier, the former vice president, the representative of the former vice president, did not like give the solution. So, like, if I was to ask you that in one sentence, can you just give us like, okay, what should we as Nigerians dream of? Now, and also, I want to make mention of the first question that was asked, that if all seems to like tumble, in my own words, like what should like hold us together?
Yes.
I feel like it's love. And in the present day, I feel like majority of Nigerians don't know the true meaning of love. And there is like a whole lot of people um, gaining from our negligence, like our negligence. Like, and I feel like knowledge is just the key. So we have to like know what love really is and act on it as a country. But it all starts individually, actually. So I feel personally that's like the solution to like all the problems in Nigeria.
What about the world? Don't you think what you're seeing in Nigeria is at least 90 or 95% similar to the same thing at a global level? Yeah.
Okay, so now if we are to keep love aside, right? To solve the problem in Nigeria now, right? Currently, based on research, we have 7,000 people running this country, like from the presidential to the local class. That's like every the state governor, the president, the commissioner, the 7,000. Now, if everybody can be held accountable for their mistakes and errors, I'm sure Nigeria will be a good country. Now, what I mean is, if everybody can be held accountable, I'm sure everyone in this room will be affected. Yes. Because if, let's say, there's a mistake somewhere in power, let's say like there's a mismanagement somewhere in power, it will be like we'll be able to track down that, okay, this is who is like spending unnecessarily. You understand? So still, I feel like on the long run, it's all passed down to love, actually, and the knowledge.
Okay. I have my own opinion, but I would hold on. I said after two comments, let's take performance. So, Abid.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we can go into, I feel like conversations never end at Gab. One day we'd have a conversation that would actually agree that we finish this conversation. One day. So that might also be another Nigerian dream. So would go back to Gab dream, Gab Nigerian dream. So go back into performances, and then I saw this man just now. He's running away. Even with his eye, I still can't see him.
All right, let's have
Okay, so before that, let's have toasting music. Give us performances while we wait for back to it.
You have to help me.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah, where we cool now?
Actually, the energy has been good tonight. I guess people are just.
So my name is Tosin. Tosin Music.
Guys, this is how you welcome someone that wants to perform to you.
So I just
want to
have.
going to win Grammy. Oh.
Amen. Oh.
Hype him well now.
God is the one. So I just want to quickly tune my guitar. I mean, I'm enjoying the whole conversation. I mean, I'm just having an amazing time listening to everybody. Orokpo. That's what's up, man. Anyway, cover it.
That's what's up. So okay, so if you guys don't listen or just keep calm, you guys won't hear what I'm saying. So please just thank you. So so the conversations inspired this performance, this song. I'm sure you guys know Redemption song. No, it's not fresh. It's by Bob Marley. Yeah. Yes, sir. Old pirates, yes, they're all by. Sold out to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. My hands were made strong by the hands of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Listen, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. Now that ourselves can free our mind. I've no fear for atomic energy. None of them can stop a time. How long shall they kill our prophets? Why we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing? You can sing along, yeah? Yeah. The songs of freedom. It's all I ever had. Redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Now that ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy. None of them can stop a time. How long shall they kill our prophets? Why we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing the songs of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption. La, 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 la. The light fading out, yeah? That's what's up. Can I do one more song? You're allowed. Okay. So this one is my song, Alabosi. Woo! So it's a pretty simple song, yeah? Alabosi, Shamarora, Munikorora, Beborun. Alabosi, Shamarora, Munikorora, Beborun. Ọ̀rọ̀ di iṣu atayanyan, iṣu atayanyan. Ọ̀rọ̀ di iṣu atayanyan, iṣu atayanyan. Iṣu atayanyan, iṣu atayanyan. Iṣu atayanyan, iṣu atayanyan. Ṣùkúrà dìde, ó lọ sílé ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ kan. Ilé ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ yẹn, ó lọ ṣòfófó. Ṣùkúrà dìde, ó lọ sílé ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ kan. Ilé ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ yẹn, ó lọ ṣòfófó. Ṣẹ̀rí ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ yẹn, ó wá sọ tinú rẹ̀ fún. Ó dìde, ó sọ fẹ́rìbọ̀dì, ìjà ti jà gbòòrò. Ṣẹ̀rí ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ yẹn, ó wá sọ tinú rẹ̀ fún. Ó dìde, ó sọ fẹ́rìbọ̀dì, ìjà ti jà gbòòrò. Alabosi, Shamarora, Munikorora, Beborun. Alabosi, Shamarora, Munikorora, Beborun. Ọ̀rọ̀ di iṣu atayanyan, iṣu atayanyan. Ọ̀rọ̀ di iṣu atayanyan, iṣu atayanyan. Ọ̀rọ̀ di iṣu atayanyan, iṣu atayanyan. Iṣu atayanyan, iṣu atayanyan. Bísí Ṣadé jókòó sábẹ́ igi. Òrom̀bó. Ṣùkúrà yọ, ó jókòó. Ó tún sọ. Olófòfó yẹra, a fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ àwò. Olófòfó yẹra, a la fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ àwò. Alabosi, Shamarora, Munikorora, Beborun. Alabosi, Shamarora, Munikorora, Beborun. Alrighty. So when I say Beborun, Rora, Beborun. Let's do it again. Beborun. Rora, Beborun. Let's do it again. One more time. Beborun. One more time. Rora, Beborun. One more time. Beborun. Rora, Beborun. Something like that. Thank you very much. My name is Tosi Music. Follow me on all my socials. Tosi Music, TOSIN Music. That's what's up.
God bless you. Yes, yes. Thank you very much, Tosi Music, for that performance. That was an absolutely that was Salo. Fuck. That was a really great performance. Another round of applause for Tosin. Thank you so very much for coming every month to Gab and giving us amazing performance back to back to back to back. Keeping the performance going, we would switch up a bit. We would have some bit of comedy. Even with all of the fact that we believe we don't have dream, country is hard, there is no hope. In all you do, try and laugh small. So a round of applause as now that I fuck up. A round of applause as we have Makinde that is talking to a woman to come and perform. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Oh my God, I've been eating.
Can you see?
Bro.
Makinde David. Makinde David. Oh, it feels good to see. Feels
Bro,
good to
stop.
see people look up to me. So this is how it feels like to be tall. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my first time. Let's clap for this. Where is Rex? Let's clap for this man. Let's clap for him. My God. This is the first time I'm coming. Let me see. I'm a man, son Jesus. I've always wanted to see myself. Yeah. So let me just face it so the team will see me. So this something really special happened today. I've never seen somebody open a show the way the rest did today. Everybody was just doing that, so it just starts with one shout that we don't understand. If you are at the beginning of the event, so the lion started at the jewel, and I was here, and I was like, I've seen this thing before in Yaba. This look very familiar. Like this island event, you guys are enjoying. I came from the mainland, Yaba, and so many. You have English, that place I've seated, I've had problem, I've had solution, I've had going forward, going backward, it was never better, it's better now. I've had so many stuff, I don't even understand everything. I don't understand different kind of English I've heard. Oh my God. So that's why they have to put me for some balance. So they've said wise stuff, so I'll say foolish stuff. So you get it to be balanced. That's why I'm here. So number one, when people do something, when they say work for a cause, what does it mean? You guys are smart. They say some people say work for cancer. You are working for cancer.
You are working money.
It's cancer away. It's charity. Exactly. See, I don't know. It's like rich people doing problem that poor people have. I'll explain. For example, work for malaria. Ned Nwoko, the guy, the Regina Daniel's husband. There was one time he went to Antarctica, 0 degree, to do campaign about malarias in Africa. He now put his own map. He now flew his crew. He now took pictures, made videos. Guess what? In that Antarctica, there is no malaria. There's no malaria. There's no mosquito. Nothing. And he went to do campaign there. And we have malaria here. And the same thing. So when you do work for malaria, is it that, what does it mean exactly? Is it that when mosquito wants to bite, you just this one don't work. What does it mean? Like some of this doesn't make sense to me. Like for example now, I'll give another case study. This man was talking about, we were talking about Nigeria, Nigerian dream, Abi. Oh, you're talking about Nigerian dream. My guy was talking about what is Nigerian dream. They say you don't know. They say tell me by force. They say you don't know. Like so many conversations, but action is the point. But I have one problem that I've noticed. I think we all lie on Instagram. Everybody lie on Instagram. Everybody. You might be fair on Instagram like that. Everybody lies on Instagram. Everybody's. Like for example now, if sir, okay, you look the part. If you are the president of this country and you go on Instagram and you start swiping, you not use new account, not use your official president, you not swipe, and the first post you see online is, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Egungun of Lagos, and with me here is
Lagata.
Wait. What do you say your name is? Your name is
Lagata.
Oh, Lagata, this is your gown. I like it so much. How much did you buy it? Oh, thank you so much. This is what? $70,000. Oh, Lagata, this is your bag. How much do you buy this your bag? Oh, this bag. I don't know where these people get friends to that gives them. Oh, this one my friend gift them is one of one breaking. $2,000,000. Oh, Lagata, this is your bomb. How much? Oh, I did it in Turkey. $150 million. And you are the president. You are still on Instagram. You now swipe. The next post that you see on that same Instagram is Ishegun Johnson. Shoma no yeto. Shoma no yeto. Ijomoro moro. People they drop over there. Shoma did your moro. People they they say your people. You get that? They say they are suffering. And nobody's speaking money in that video. Everybody is praying. Shoma no yeto. Shotimo kiki. Shey if you don't increase fuel price, you. No, wait. No. Will you increase fuel? Yes or no? Yes or no? Shebi that one is this they show you. Next one is Nurse Mirage. Because you are still on that Instagram. Now say, oh, you, what do you want in a man? Oh, my man. No, you cannot be my man. No, God forbid. You are like a dwarf. And you see it. And you two, you are not really that tall as the president. What will you do? I will increase price. Exactly. So now, let us all go online and start saying the truth. You get? Post online the truth. Like me now. On my Instagram, I'm very tall. If you see my pictures, you will not believe this in real life. Jesus. I've learnt a way to put my left leg in the front of my right leg. So if you snap me, this leg will look longer. Go and check. You will not know. But it's me.
Somebody snap this man from the top.
Check it. Mark and David. I'm not short online.
I like how you are even saying
No, I'm serious. So I'm not. If you see me online, Jesus, very respected Makinde David. Check it. If you see me online, Jesus. So that's why when I see those comment section, before the thing used to be scam. People used to lie. You just go onto one page. You just see, oh, me and my children, if not eating today, you just say, this one is scam. But now, just check. Now your friend post them. You get one of my guy now. This guy call everybody. Say he want to do birthday. Say he want to do charity. Keep it to yourself, please. This guy is okay now. You see why I said we should not be posting real life on Instagram. This is why I don't like posting real life online. So now I think we should be posting real life. So you should post your real life. Post your real life online. So people can help you. Like me now, if I post my real life now. Okay, is that what you said? That people should help you. Where did you say you live again? Where did you say you came from again? Where did you? No. There's somewhere. He said somewhere. Yeah, I know the man with 9 jobs. How can we help you? What are you not doing? You. What are you not doing? This man said Agbo. He said Kunu. There's nothing he's not doing. He said Fura in Lagos. This man. You are doing 9 jobs. What should I do? Do you know that is very annoying in Lagos? Very, very annoying. We see one person. Hi. My name. All of you. God will judge you. Especially you. One person though. Hi. My name is Morgan. And there are some names that if you must not be poor. Jeez, nobody will help you. You might say Morgan, say me he sell 3,000, say you never chop. Morgan. No, now. If Okpayemi never chop, yes, we find and something. But Morgan, no, now. You cannot beg now. Now you see people like Morgan and Eko tell about. They don't born you to trek or just drive and park in that way. Jesus, you see, full go man. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, please. Excuse me, please. 1 minute, please. And they will not give you guidance. I don't usually do this. Me, I don't know you now. I don't know you now. He say, I don't usually do this. Now they now have ID card. I work with Access Bank. Normally they pay us on the 24th, but today is 25th. They've not paid us. I don't know what's happening. So please, they will not say, I don't need your money. Just put me in a bus. And all of them are always going to the same place. I'm going to Yanopaja. You have gap that day. So you have to choose. Between somebody that will shout at you, that will come, and the beast, come from the lion! And somebody that will perform stand-up comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Makinde David. It's a pleasure performing to you. Please follow me on Instagram. Follow me so you can get my details for the show and tickets on Instagram, Makinde David. I'll follow you back if you are posting fake stuff too.
Thank you so much, Makinde. I actually checked your Instagram because I was wondering how it would happen, but I can see you are a short man in real life, you are a short man on Instagram as well. Thank you so very much for the performance. A round of applause for Makinde once again. So we're going to take one more performance, and then we're going to bring the conversation to a close, and then we just go straight into post gab, the networking and the getting to meet people. So up next, we would have Dedayo give us our closing performance for today's gap. Make una clap now. You people are getting small chops. You cannot clap again.
Hi.
Okay, so it's my first time here, so I was kind of caught. So I'm not quite prepared for what I'm about to do. I haven't played guitar in like 2 years. So, but I mean, I'll try. All right. So I'll start with this song. I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Yes, she gave to me, give to you. Old friend, why you so shy? Like told far from the light. I hate to turn up out of the blue on the bottom, but I could still wait. I put it funny and I hope it's in my face. And every reminder that for you is over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I bet. I remember you say sometimes it lasts too long, but sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it lasts too long, sometimes it hurts. Oh, friend, why you so shy like you would be? Oh, I hide from the light. I hate to turn up out of the blue on the body, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it. I hoped it's in my face, and there you be reminded that for me it isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me. I remember you say sometimes it lasts, but sometimes it all things stay. Sometimes it lasts, but sometimes it all said, nothing compares, no worries, no cares, regret of mistakes they are memory made. Who would have known now? Bittersweet, this would take. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you say sometimes it lasts too long, sometimes it all seems stay. Sometimes it lasts too long, sometimes it all stay. I feel like that is something Nubu will sing for some of us when we jackpot. So So the next song I'll do is my song. It's called Call Me. Yes. So whatever I do, please don't take these lyrics of the song seriously. That's what I'm trying to say. That don't call me. Times are hard. Please don't call me. Call me, baby, when you're feeling low. Call me, baby, you're my pariwo. Call me, baby, when you feel alone. Call me, baby, I won't pariwo. Your body day uptight. Make me to lose my mind. Check out your wow online. Stay make I talk my mind. Follow me, make them jealous, no. Loving you don't I fell on you. I fight for you, my lady. Check out your wow online. They greet the day. Follow me, make them jealous, yo. Loving you don't I fell on you. I fight for you, my lady. Check out your wow. Make we the day online. Call me, baby, when you're feeling low. Baby, I won't bury you. Wouldn't let your neighbors know. I will love you, I won't carry you. I will never let you go. If you never let me go, yeah. Your body day uptight. Make me to lose my mind. Check out your wow online. Say make I talk my mind. Follow me, make them jealous, yo. Loving you don't I fell on you. I fight for you, my lady. Check out your wow. Make we the day online. Follow me, make them jealous, yo. Loving you don't I fell on you. I fight for you, my lady. Check out your wow. Make me the day online. Call me, baby, when you feel alone. Call me, baby, you're my pariwo. Call me, baby, when you feel alone. Call me, baby, I won't pariwo. Your body day uptight. Make me to lose my mind. Check out your wild line. Say make I talk. Say make I talk my mind. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dida, for that beautiful performance. Actually, you see, when people are too good sometimes, it looks like pride every now and then, because you've just done this amazing performance, and you are not even bothered to tell people where they can find your music. So actually, people are asking me in the background here that when can they find your music? What is your Instagram? But you know, when people are too good, they don't care. Like, if you like, follow me. If you like, don't follow me. I will still blow.
Tell us. My Instagram. Come tell us. Come tell us.
Or you can search for my almost everybody here follows me. So search for my followers.
Senior celebrity.
At the diagram, that's my Instagram. DEDEYO, then gram. It's a double M. Thank you.
At the diagram is the handle. You can follow him. So I think everyone would agree with me that it has been a very beautiful night of Gab. I'm looking at the time now, and I'm looking at the time, and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at the faces of rap joint people, and I can tell from the look on their face that they are looking at us like, say, these people will not go. They don't want us to close this night. But I think it has been a beautiful conversation, and regardless of whatever point we've looked at it from, and we've decided to dissect it from, Mohammed, you have wife. I'm talking, you're talking to a woman.
Mohammed.
You do like woman.
You have seen.
You know they share.
Very, very seriously for that matter.
You know they share.
This cameraman has fallen my hand. As I casted him like that, he was supposed to put camera on him. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to hand over to you quickly and briefly now.
All right.
Yeah. Never mind. My turn.
Okay. All right. I think, like Abib was already doing, we call it a day at this point in time. It's been another great edition of GAP. Just to remind us what we are on about, and you can put your experience of today beside it. It's a community, it's an intimate gathering. It's not a 1,000, 150 people. It's an intimate session of like minds. There's also new people that you get to meet every time. I promise you, there are CEOs that come to sit in here. I know some of you.
Me, I'm a CEO, by the way.
To introduce themselves and always take advantage of that. And when we close the event, make sure to network, introduce yourself, tell people what you do. You saw me go outside because some conversations started earlier before we started the event, and we had to close it as soon as the convener of Rap Joints came in, who is the CEO of Rap Joints, Wale. So things are happening, career, opportunities, information, and you can also find out your life partner here. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it should amount to nothing if all we do is talk. Action is very important. This is how we like to close. So we remind ourselves that, and it's part of why we encourage people to also connect, to socialize, and to collaborate even outside of GAP. We want to hear of such things. I met this person at GAP, and this is what we did. I met this person at GAP, and this is opportunity that came my way. If you look at the conversation that we have today, it's supposed, and it's balanced. It's not so much about, because everywhere you find despair, hope is nearby. We're closing out. But the way it happens at GAP, I've seen like 3 hands that still want to speak. We close officially, and then we can buy. So, yeah, but we have to be considerate and sensitive to our host as well. Like I was saying, where there is despair, there is hope. We should balance our energy or even focus our energy more on hope. We can be the new generation. We can set the new norms from this community, and as we go back to the larger society, just don't forget that part of the vision of GAP is to have small gatherings like this, intimate gatherings in different areas. That year, Nopaja, GAP will go there. And this is how change will happen. This is how we'll grow in our individual spaces, and this is how we'll grow as a collective. So, this is how we can come together and mitigate those things that pull us apart. And on that note, I would like to say thank you for coming out tonight. And can continue to GAP.
GAP needs support. Red, stop coming to GAP.
Actually reminded me, yes.
GAP needs support.
We need support.
Red, stop coming to.
We need support, yes. Thanks. And another community, just keep my mind. Connect us to your company. People would, the brain trust here is, I think, is value the organizations can tap into. And it's also been scaled into a media event. So you see Victor Modo, our media partner. It's live on YouTube. So the numbers that we potentially were building on that space as well, people that can tap into the energy, into the space as well. So there's a whole lot we can do. And just connect with me if you have ideas, other ways that you can support what we're doing.
where we're trying to go. And I'll summarize it this way. The vision is not only to host intimate gap at different communities, but to also make sure it's digitized. So almost like thinking of a TEDx version of this, and we'll scale it across Africa.
Wow.
Thank you very much. So, don't fine girl, fine boy. I'll be back.